All right, back now with another COVID benefits segment with our Fox 10 News investigative reporter, Brendan Kirby. And Brendan, we talked in the last hour about how much stimulus money has already gone out, but if you hadn't got yours, you might have to ask fast, right?
Sure, Brian, that's correct. The IRS is mailing checks to people who don't have direct deposit set up at the tax agency. But if you don't want to wait for that snail mail, you've got to let the IRS know your bank account and routing number by this Wednesday at 11 a.m. our time. You do that by going to the Get My Payment site, which is irs.gov/coronavirus/get-my-payment. You'll need your 2019 tax return or your 2018 tax return if you haven't filed your taxes this year yet. If you're not required to file taxes, you can go to the non-filer portal on the IRS website. But remember, that doesn't apply to people who get Social Security, disability, veterans benefits, or a few other government programs. If that's the case for you, you should be paid automatically. And after 11 on Wednesday, you'll probably have to wait for a check to come in the mail because it will be too late to update. The IRS says it will send millions of files to the Bureau of Fiscal Services to ramp up the number of checks that it sends out by mail, and those are going to come throughout this month and into June.
Well, the IRS has also made another change, Brendan, this one involving a tax credit for health benefits. I thought we already got credits for health benefits. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Byron, this has to do with the tax break that companies normally get as an incentive to offer insurance to their employees. The IRS initially had taken the position that companies couldn't get the credit for employees who had been furloughed because of the COVID-19. The IRS had said that companies need to pay some wages in order to get that tax break. This brought bipartisan pushback on Capitol Hill, and last week, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin relented. The IRS has updated a frequently asked questions section on its website. Now, any company that averaged 100 or fewer full-time workers in 2019 can treat its health plan expenses as wages for the purposes of calculating the benefit, as long as they're continuing to provide health insurance to furloughed workers. That tax credit covers half the wages and health benefits up to $10,000 per employee in a quarter. So this change should allow people to keep their health insurance in some cases, even if they're not collecting any income from their employer. So it's a big one for workers.
Yeah, so this is a corporate break that's going to help the employee as well.
Right.
All right, Brendan, thanks very much. Brendan's back at 9 on Fox 10 News to answer more of your questions. And if you've got one for him, just email him directly at brendan.kirby@fox10tv.com. He's going to work to answer every question he can possibly get to.